Good afternoon, I'm Bob Toomey, and welcome to Around the Old Town. We're out of the studio again, and we're here at the Abington Bank. I'm with Bill Davis, cameraman extraordinaire. We're out of the studio, we're going to hit some of the local businesses. Today we are at the Abington Bank, and with me is President Andy Ronska. Andy, how are you?
Great, Bob, how are you?
Great, thanks. I appreciate you letting us come in and interrupt your business like this.
Thanks for coming in for the visit.
The reason we picked Andy first is the Abington high school football team had a tremendous season this year, and Abington Bank was instrumental in providing funds for the banquet and rings and other businessmen too, but Andy was the first on my list, and I wanted to speak to him about that and about other things that the Abington Bank does in the Abington community. So Andy, first, if you don't mind, tell us about how you got involved with the banquet, and then...
Absolutely. First of all, on behalf of the bank, congratulations to Coach Kelleher and the whole football team. You know, terrific season this year. And several years ago, when the team won the Super Bowl last, the bank was approached and see if we could help out with a donation to defray the costs of the rings and the banquet, and we did that a few years back. And we were approached again this year by the people that are involved with the Abington Football Athletics, and we were one of the sponsors. I also know that Dr. Mike Thomas from Abington Family Dental has also stepped up to help pay for the costs for the rings and the banquet.
Sure. He's actually on our list. We're going to get him, try to get an interview with him as well. And
yeah, we do a lot of things around town. We try to give back as much as we can. The bank is a small business like a lot of other small businesses in town, and coincidentally this March 28th we will be celebrating our 125th birthday. So as we've been around for a long time, hopefully we'll be around for a long time to come. And as we continue to be successful through the strong support that we have from our customer base in and around the Abington area, we're able to give more back to the town. And so it's not just a matter of helping support the football team. We're involved in various activities around town. I'm looking back at kind of my little trophy case back there of things that we do. We're involved with the youth soccer in town. We do things there. One of the things that we did a few years ago is we created a Green Wave checking account here at the bank, and for every new checking account that's opened, we will make a $10 donation to either the Abington Education Foundation or to St. Bridget's School, and we allow the customer to pick whichever way they'd like the money to go. We started this a few years back with an original goal of opening 250 new accounts. To date, we've opened 1,000 new accounts, and we've given back to those two organizations over $10,000 in donations. So we're involved there. We're involved with the seniors where we help sponsor their summer picnic. We try to get as much involvement as we can across the community.
I know my son Frazier last was a fifth grader at Woodsteel, and I believe there was...
we started a program a few years ago trying to help educate the fourth graders in town. And it started out as a pilot program in one classroom, and basically what we did several years back is we did a couple of things. The first thing we did is we said that we would open a savings account for each fourth grader in that classroom, and then we brought somebody in to provide an age-appropriate educational assembly to the kids. Well, it was such a success in that one classroom that we got approached to do it school-wide, not only in the town of Abington, but we also do it at St. Bridget's. So all the fourth graders in town can look forward to getting their account opened, and we fund the initial deposit with a $5 contribution, so that year after year, hopefully the fourth graders, when they hear from their older siblings, can look forward to opening their account. And we've done this for several years, and we'll continue to do it.
It's a great program because it initiates them to the bank, and then some of the process. And as you said, you educate them, you talk about the account, and it is a great program, especially to get youngsters involved. And a lot of time, I didn't have any formal training until I was on my own working and trying to pay my bills, and it never dawned on me. But if you get them at an early age, and maybe kids start get them savings. A lot of people, my own peers, are living check to check and never really got involved with the savings account. But had they been trained early on, the whole thought process might be different now.
Absolutely, and it's fun to see the younger children coming in the bank, and when the children come in, their parents come in, and it's a whole family involved.
It is, and we're living proof, because like I said, Frazier brings us stuff.
Absolutely.
Now that's one thing, you opened the bank accounts, and you have the Green Wave account, the St. Bridget's account. I know some of the buildings now, you obviously finance some of the...
Yeah, we're very active in real estate lending. Being a small bank, you know, we have to make sure that, unfortunately, we don't necessarily have all the products and services that a larger bank may have, but the ones that we have, we're very committed to doing an outstanding job in providing the highest level of service we can. One of the things we're very, very proud of over the last several years is we have been much more active in the real estate lending activity, whether it's real estate lending for owner-occupied properties, and that's been very busy lately as interest rates, you know, have gone to, you know, historic lows, or if it's lending on investment properties, you know, 1 to 4 family properties that people will own as an investment and rent out to people. But we also do some commercial real estate. If somebody's going to operate a business and they need a loan to acquire the real estate, we do a lot of that as well.
Well, that makes sense too, because you're locally operated, you know the local people, and you know the different hardships people are going through, so you know the character, if you don't mind me saying so, of the borrower.
Absolutely. It's very important, you know, all the decisions are made here in this bank. They're all local decisions. And, you know, well, hopefully we can apply a little bit of common sense to the decisioning process, because unfortunately, due to all of the compliance regulations that are required, that consumers just kind of get knocked over in a sea of regulation, and we tried to take our time to explain it to people so that they really understand what the transaction's all about.
Right, you're obligated to your borrower, the people you borrow the money from.
Absolutely,
right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure most people understand, but I'm sure you're right. If people think it's just come in, I want to borrow this, and it's done.
The business used to be a lot easier. You know, when I got into this business a long time ago.
How long have you been in?
I've been almost 30 years now. So it was a lot simpler then. Now we have people that are a lot smarter than me that have to deal with this stuff, because it's gotten very, very complicated.
Right, the regulations alone, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Especially after the, 2007 or whatever, the downturn.
Yeah, and now with, you know, with the Dodd-Frank new regulations and stuff, it makes it a challenge. But, you know, we feel that, you know, we can handle it, and we do our best to explain it to our customers.
And you are still open for business.
Absolutely.
Because those are regulations.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Exactly.
Yeah. We plan to be here a long time.
Well, 125 years in existence already. I think that says something for you.
I'll put in a little plug, if I
Please.
may. One of the things we did, you know, we kicked it around a little bit to say, what can we do to kind of, you know, highlight the fact that we've been around for 125 years. And I realize that we are in a very low interest rate environment, but people on the deposit side, people with their savings in the bank, especially people that are living off fixed incomes, are always concerned about, you know, trying to get the best return they can on their savings deposits. So we got together with our employees, and we kind of threw a challenge to them to say we wanted to come out with something to commemorate this 125th year. So basically we created what we're calling the Celebration CD, and we've got a big banner in the lobby and signs around, where right now we're running this special, and we're to try to make it a little bit different. The annual percentage rate on the program is 1.25%. But what we decided to do is we're letting the customer select the term they want to have. So they can pick a term anywhere from 9 months up to 5 years, or any term that we offer in between. And regardless of the term they pick, they will earn an annual percentage rate of 1.25%. So some people want to do it for a year, some people want to do it for 2 years, some people want to do it for 5 years. There's a lot of uncertainty as what the future direction of interest rates is going to be.
Sure.
So we're engaging the customer a little bit, and we're hopeful that this will be a very successful campaign. So
yeah, 1.25 on a savings account is pretty high.
it's a good rate. It
Right,
needs to be a new deposit here at the bank,
Okay.
you know, because we are trying to grow the bank. We
Sure.
are trying to attract new customers. So, you know, that's it needs to be new money. You can't just take the money out of one
Transfer it in.
account and put it
Right.
into another account. And, you know, it is for a limited time. You know,
Right.
we basically have a ceiling on it of how much money that we're going to bring in at that rate, but hopefully it'll be very successful. Early returns it's been successful to date. We started it the 1st of March. Our plan is to run it through the end of March, but if we get oversubscribed early, we may have to turn the faucet off.
Sure. But that's at least you're offering it to the customers, to the new customers.
Absolutely.
And you're trying to stay vibrant and stay
Correct.
vibrant.
Absolutely.
Right. Because it's important to get new blood in. I'm sure that you want to keep this going.
And we have seen a lot of that. The bank has grown very nicely, probably about 6% on average for the last 6 years.
That's
So
great.
we've been growing very, very nicely. We're a well-run bank. We've got we've got an outstanding board of directors. We've got outstanding employees. Very, very committed to, you know, what the bank is trying to do. Very, very committed to trying to support the community. So it's gone very well.
Well, I can't thank you enough. You talked about some of the projects you've been involved in, like any business, especially here in Abington, you give back. There are many causes that we're familiar with here in Abington, and there are so many people that donate and contribute, but with the Abington Bank taking the lead here with the banquet, that was a big thing. I don't know if you know, but these Super Bowl rings, they had to be a couple $100 a piece.
Well, it's interesting because last time we did this, back in 2000, I think they won the Super Bowl in 2005. We did the rings in 2006 at the banquet. Last time they did this, basically the cost has doubled. So it's gone up pretty significantly. So fortunately, there are other people involved to help offset the costs. But I just want to. The other thing I wanted to say is there's many organizations we support, and I'm sure somebody will remind me that I forgot to mention something, and I apologize for that in advance. That's a good problem to have when we're as active in town as we are.
There's so many people you can't possibly remember them all.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough to remember, but the last plug I'll put in, if I may, is we started several years back at the St. Patrick's Day Parade with our hat promotion. And we changed the name of the bank several years ago from North Abington, there you go, that was last year's version, from North Abington Cooperative Bank to Abington Bank. And we wanted to see what we could do to help get the new name accepted well in the town.
Sure.
And so we came up with this concept that we were going to give away baseball caps at the parade. And if you were caught wearing your hat on the day of the parade or caught wearing your hat between St. Patrick's Day and Labor Day, we would give, on the day of the parade, we're going to give away $20, $50 cash vouchers. And from St. Patrick's Day through the end of the summer, we will give $100 away per week. So what we've been doing this for several years now. It doesn't matter which year's hat you wear. It can be green, it can be blue, it can be orange. But we will be giving away a new version of the hat in a couple of weeks at the St. Patrick's Day Parade. This year's version, it's a black hat. It's got the 125 on the back of it, commemorating our 125th anniversary. And if you spotted wearing the hat, you may be a lucky winner to win either $50 or $100. So we're looking forward to it. It's been a big success. And the other thing we've done is we've got a spot on our website. It's called Where in the World is My Abington Bank Hat? And we've actually had customers send us in photographs of their hats all around the world.
Oh,
we've got pictures from Key West, we've got pictures from the Grand Canyon, we've got pictures from Paris, from Switzerland. We had a military soldier with his picture on a tarmac in Iraq with his Abington Bank hat. So it's something we're quite proud of, and the community seems to get really enthused.
No doubt about it. And it's good you mentioned the parade, because Mr. Bailey is one of the biggest contributors to Abington, certainly since I've lived here. And the parade is coming up March 17th, I believe 1 p.m. Start at St. Patrick's Square, where Mr. Bailey's garage is, and goes through the town.
Jack does a great job with the parade.
Tremendous job.
Unbelievable.
And with all the labor he puts in and his volunteers, again, it's another group of people that silently go around, do what they do, and they have the marshals, and I think have 6 different divisions, and people get so involved, but Mr. Bailey certainly contributes a lot, as many people like the Abington Bank does. So if you'd like to see this and you talk to your friends about this, you can see it at abingtoncam.org. That's abingtoncam.org. And tell your friends about it, have them check out the show, and have them check out the bank. And we're going to hopefully have Dr. Thomas on the next show, and any other people that you can think of that you might want to have us interview that give back to the community. You can give me a call at Bob Toomey, 781-792-1957, or on the computer at Toomey, Toomey 44 at Verizon.net. I want to thank Bill Davis in particular for coming out and helping us out here at the studio. And Andy Ronska, thank you very much for all you do.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
I appreciate what you do and the bank does, and your employees too. They're great people. I enjoy coming down with my kids to the bank.
We're glad to do it. Absolutely.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
As I mentioned earlier, this is the trophy case, just kind of a few of the things that we've supported over time. We've got the soccer ball here from Abington Youth Soccer. We did a Hoops for Haiti thing. We like to give out these little cinch sacks to the kids in school. We give those out. Last couple of years at the police department fishing derby. We've got koozies here. We're involved with the Jeff Koons Road Race, where we give out koozies every year to the runners, in addition to making a monetary donation to that. We had done some things here for the, from towels for the Super Bowl this past year. I mentioned this is our new hat for this year. It's a black hat. It's got the 125 on the back of it, commemorating our 125th birthday. And you probably can't see it, but down below is my collection of hats that we've done all of the years. So as I mentioned earlier, if you come out at the parade or throughout the course of the summer, any one of those hats you're wearing would make you eligible. If you're spotted, you could be the lucky winner of either $50 or $100. Oh, the other thing I neglected to mention, I don't have it right here, but we're also very involved in annually, our former chairman of the board, Sean Carter. We do a basketball tournament that we sponsor. It's a 2-day tournament that Abington High School has. It's an invitational tournament, and it's named after Sean. And we sponsor that tournament, and every year we give away a different themed T-shirt, and the people that go to the game really seem to get a big kick out of it, you know, anticipating what the new shirt is going to be for that particular year.